Welcome to Trench Talk. We about to dive into all the gang-related news, stories, and history. So you know the drill, like comment, share, and smash that bell so you don't miss when we drop something fresh. In a story that's gripped headlines and news feeds, rapper Lil Durk finds himself at the heart of a complex legal situation involving high-stakes accusations, potential testimonies, and swirling allegations. As we dive into this, it's clear that everyone's watching and everyone's talking. It all allegedly began at a gas station, a place known for its routine hustle and bustle, when shots suddenly rang out. Reports indicate Quando Rondo was there, caught in the chaos. His account of the events is something many have been waiting to hear. According to sources, Rondo might testify, though opinions vary widely on whether he'll be subpoenaed or even take the stand voluntarily. As he put it, he was just there to grab some candy and blunts when shots erupted. If he testifies, that might be the story he sticks to, one of confusion rather than blame. What makes this case even hotter are rumors of cooperation within Durk's own circle. Reports have surfaced that members of OTF Only the Family, including affiliates like OTF Twin, might be working with law enforcement, allegedly even wearing wires. Some within Durk's camp reportedly fingered him in connection with serious criminal activities. As for Quando Rondo, sources close to him claim he put the police on Durk following the killing of Lul Pab, a friend of his. While rumors swirl, the streets aren't buying silence. It's clear that alliances are breaking, and people are starting to talk. For Lil Durk, this legal turbulence came as a bitter twist. Fresh off a high-profile birthday celebration that saw prominent figures in attendance, including Chicago's top legal minds and even former city officials, Durk was seemingly riding high. But just as quickly, those winds changed. Durk, currently held in Florida's Broward County, may soon face extradition to California. Insiders say Durk might have been tipped off about his potential arrest, evidenced by the cryptic social media posts he'd been sharing for weeks. Whether or not he saw this coming, he now faces the harsh reality of federal charges that could carry devastating consequences. In high-profile cases like this one, authorities often wield the weight of federal pressure to encourage cooperation, and sometimes that means leveraging anyone close enough to know something valuable. For Durk, the stakes couldn't be higher. With potential testimonies looming, authorities may attempt to unravel the events from a web of relationships, putting tremendous pressure on both friends and associates. For Quando Rondo, the potential to be subpoenaed has created a storm of speculation. If he takes the stand, sources believe he may aim to recount events as he remembers them without explicitly implicating Durk. However, the impact of even indirect testimony could be substantial. Given the volatile nature of the situation and the heightened emotions surrounding it, even a neutral account of the events may carry implications, shaping public perception and feeding the rumor mill. This trial, after all, isn't just legal, it's deeply personal and public. Durk's career rests on a finely tuned balance of reputation, artistry, and loyalty to his base, a combination that has made him one of the most beloved figures in drill music. To his fans and peers, he's more than an artist, he's a symbol. But the narrative could shift if testimonies, regardless of their directness, associate him with serious charges. In the world of street credibility, where reputation is everything, even whispers of legal trouble can reverberate loudly. What's at stake isn't only Durk's freedom, but also his standing in an industry where loyalty, trust, and authenticity are cornerstones of survival and success. For the authorities, this is a prime opportunity. If they can convince even one key figure to testify in a way that builds their case, it could influence the willingness of others to cooperate. On the other hand, silence would mean upholding a code that Durk and his associates live by, one where loyalty often supersedes self-preservation. Cooperation could offer a reduced sentence or lesser charges, but the social cost for any artist who talks could be steep. In the end, each decision to speak, or not, comes with its own peril, leaving Durk's friends and associates to weigh their loyalty against their own survival. As authorities tighten their grip, it's clear they're banking on someone breaking rank. But in a world where loyalty to one's circle runs deep, the true test will be seeing who, if anyone, ultimately decides to talk, and how that decision will shape the future of Lil Durk, Quando Rondo, and the close-knit drill community at large. In drill music, loyalty is sacred, and the streets never forget. For an artist like Lil Durk, stepping into a courtroom, let alone the witness stand, is more than just a legal move. It's a reputation risk that could ripple through his career. Within this culture, even the idea of sitting in the witness chair to tell their side can feel like a betrayal to fans and peers alike. To the drill community, where every action is measured against an unspoken code, standing on that platform, no matter the reason, can be as damaging as a guilty verdict. This isn't new to drill artists either. In recent years, high-profile cases involving artists like Young Thug and the late FBG Duck have demonstrated just how unforgiving the streets can be when one of their own is called to testify. Friends, family members, and close associates were subpoenaed, often forced into a choice between cooperating and staying silent. Each witness faces a dilemma. While taking the stand could smooth things out legally, it risks tearing apart the foundation of credibility they've spent years building. And for a figure as celebrated as Durk, any association with telling or cooperating with the authorities could be a hard blow to his standing. Even if someone testifies without directly implicating others, the optics of being on the stand are powerful. The code in drill culture is ironclad. Remaining loyal means staying silent, regardless of the potential consequences. In this world, reputation often determines survival. To break the silence is to risk being labeled a snitch, a term loaded with consequences that can leave lasting scars not just on the individual, but on everyone associated with them. For Durk, cooperating could mean a clear path through the legal maze, but the cultural cost could be irreversible. We're in an era where street loyalty is fiercely scrutinized. Yet cases keep surfacing where artists are caught in the delicate balance between survival and reputation. The pressure from authorities continues to increase, especially in cases with federal implications where every angle is examined, every associate is questioned. If Durk, or anyone from his camp, chooses to take the stand, the fallout could reshape not only his career, but also how the streets perceive the limits of loyalty in the face of legal peril. In a community that thrives on trust, authenticity, and a deeply rooted code, the decision to testify could spell the end of Durk's standing in drill, or in a best-case scenario, challenge the very definition of loyalty that this culture has always held in such high regard. The streets are watching, and as the trial inches closer, the weight of testimony stands heavier than ever. The drill community, bracing for the outcome, is left to wonder, what's the true price of standing by one's word when the law and reputation collide head-on? As this case progresses, one thing is certain. This situation has become a defining moment for drill culture and the figures within it. Lil Durk went from being handed the symbolic keys to Chicago to, as some suggest, keys to a jail cell. The fate of his career, his legacy, and potentially his freedom hang in the balance. Stay tuned as this story develops. We'll bring you the latest updates as soon as they emerge. For now, remember that in this world, everyone's watching, and silence may be as loud as the words spoken.